Hello and welcome to the Bryan Marketing Group podcast. I'm Patricia, the producer here at Bryan Marketing Group, and today I'm speaking with Nurse Meggy.
So happy to be here.
I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. So, I know that you're a travel nurse,
Yes, I am.
and that's got to be super exciting.
It's very exciting. I'm based from northeastern Ohio, so this is the farthest that I've traveled down to South Florida.
Okay. And are you enjoying Florida so far?
I absolutely love it. So I've been here since May, and it's just been a blast.
I was looking at your Instagram and it is amazing.
Thank you.
Do people just like they come eat my food and be beautiful while you're doing it? Is that how it works?
Yes, I love like when I travel to different areas, I'll reach out to restaurants and I will get food from them, and then I'll advertise, make reels and post stories on Instagram. It gets their name out there a little bit. And then I also do contracts with companies, from beauty, anything from beauty to makeup, fitness, healthcare. There's even some tactical stuff.
I saw that. So yes, you are so beautiful. I'm looking at the pictures, but then I was like going down and I'm like, she's like this army chick. Can you tell me about that? Like this army chick.
Yeah,
What is that?
yeah. So I get that question a lot. They're like, "Are you a combat medic?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not." So I've actually worked with 511, LA police gear, and yeah, just showing off their tactical gear. I also partnered lately with this tactical box. It's like a monthly subscription, and I'm about to post that in a couple of days too. So it's exciting.
Okay, so now she holds this big
AR-15.
What is that? Oh my gosh.
So
Did you feel like such a badass?
Yes, actually I love to shoot. I've grown up in a hunting and shooting family, and yes, I've always, been around guns, and yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to target shoot.
And you were like a goddess. So did you have like hair, makeup on
Yes,
set?
yes, I did. And then everyone was laughing too because I had just got my nails done the day before. So it was like, this heavy, shoot with everything, and then just pink nails thrown in there.
Yeah, it's like the like you're feminine.
Little feminine twist to it.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, exactly.
So you reach out to restaurants, and what do? You just call them, or do you do it
through my Instagram? I'll reach out and be like, "Hey, I'm a social media influencer. I'm in the area for the time being. I'd love to feature you guys on my page, maybe in exchange for a plate or dish or a dessert." And yeah, they collab with me, and then I'll have a friend or family member come with me. A lot of times they'll help with the content, so they'll cover their meal too and everything, and I get to just show off some of their dishes and desserts. Yeah, it's a fun time.
That's so cool. So do you get to choose, or do they highlight like, oh, feature this, feature this?
Yeah, I usually get to choose, but then sometimes they'll even be like, hey, like try this one, or this is something new, or it hasn't been on the menu yet. So, let us know what you think. And yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. Sometimes like I'll get like a whole slew of desserts. I can't even finish all of them. But yeah, it's fun.
Oh, that's amazing. And your friends are they like, pick me?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, they are. It's fun.
I love it.
Okay. I call
Okay.
them the food excursions. I'm like, let's go. Go on a food excursion.
That's great. You can like, okay, girls, we're going to go out tonight and we're going to go out in this area because I'm getting this menu for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So so you're based in Ohio?
Yes, northeastern Ohio.
And how did you like, what was your town like when you grew up? Like, was it a small town?
Yeah, it was a small town. So I grew up in small town Fowler, Ohio, Trumbull County. I grew up with a horse, chickens. I showed horses throughout college. So it was like a country town. But I've always loved to travel. I've always loved, fashion. So I kind of do the best of both worlds. I can do, I can throw hay on the farm, and then I can also, put on a Giovanni dress and go out and have fun.
So you're an everything girl.
Kind of, yeah.
I love it. So growing up with the horses, were you natural? Like you just started?
I had always wanted a horse ever since I was 5. And then my parents were like, well, let's start small, because they wanted to make sure I'd be able to take care of it. And they weren't going to do any of the chores for me. So I got rabbits, and then I went to chickens. And that's how I kind of got into the marketing business end. I sold eggs. And then I saved up money. And when I was 12, I bought my first horse all on my own. And then I took care of all the showing, all the care for her. And then I started getting into showing and all of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So usually you see the children on the side of the road like selling lemonade, but you were
Exactly.
like,
I was selling chicken eggs.
I got the eggs.
Yes, yes.
I love it.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's such a responsible thing. You
Mhm.
are buying your own horse
Mhm.
and you know, that's just amazing.
And that's what got me kind of started in the business realm of things. I've always had interest in business, and then, like I said, I went into college, and then the marketing and influencing thing kind of just fell in my hands too. Started with a scrub company and went from there.
I know. How did that fall? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, so they found me on Instagram, and they were like, "Hey, if we give you a code, would you be willing to, help sell our scrubs? And every sale, you get a certain amount of money, points to use towards our store." And so I started with that. I made a bunch of sales there, and they had a shoe company that was like a sister shoe company, and then they reached out, and it kind of just snowballed from there. Before you knew it, I was doing fitness to beauty, everything, and yeah, and I had brands reaching out to me. We'd create a contract and what they wanted for the content, video, photos, whatever.
That's
And we went from
amazing.
there. Yeah.
So now do you have your own contract? Like you are a businesswoman. Like,
Yes.
okay, so this is what you do if you want to use this
Yes,
space.
exactly. Yes.
Wow.
So I'm excited. I'm also most recently I met someone was from Cleveland, Ohio, and now he's actually living down in Miami. It's starting a housing thing for travel nurses. So it's like Furnish Finders, but it's going to be a different company, housing for travel nurses. So I'm going to be able to help him with the marketing of that, and I'm pretty excited.
That's
Yes.
amazing. Are you
Yeah.
just going to go and like showcase the house like this is my favorite room, or
He
how does
wants
that
to
work?
just I'll be a little bit of like with the face of the brand, just kind of talking about it. And the advertisement, they're even gonna have a couple like billboards and stuff. So I'm super excited.
So your face is going to be
Yes,
on a billboard.
yes.
Oh,
I'm
I love
excited.
that.
So
That's so cool. So Scrubs to Giovanni dress today. Heard?
I have not worked with them, but I love wearing their clothing. But it'd be cool to do a brand deal with them.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. And so you love fashion,
I do.
and
Yes.
that's your favorite brand.
One of my favorite dress brands. Yes,
Okay.
it is for sure.
Okay. So you go ahead and you travel and
Yeah.
you're a nurse by day and then
Yes.
you're like a fashion queen by night.
Yes. Exactly.
That's amazing. So now you're in Florida.
Mhm.
Tell me about the craziest or the most fun place besides Florida, of
The
course.
most fun place I've been besides Florida. Let's
Yeah.
see. As far as like just traveling or nurse traveling or just
Nurse
my
traveling.
nurse traveling. Okay, let's see. I'd probably say like North Carolina is a lot of fun too. Just being with the beaches and traveling around. I love the beach. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But then also like traveling, I didn't travel as a nurse, but I took a vacation last summer to Hawaii, Honolulu, and that was definitely a lot of fun. And that's yeah, I went jet skiing on the ocean, and we actually jet skied out to this one island, and yeah, that was a blast. But with the marketing, I worked with a bunch of businesses down there with food and stuff, and actually the jet ski company, and that was so fun.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so that was the most fun. But I wasn't traveling as a nurse, but I was still doing the influencing.
So was it scary going to the island on a jet ski?
Yes, it was. The ocean was like really rough that day, and I was with my friend, and we had a tour guide, and they drove us out, and it was like I thought I was gonna fall off at first.
Oh my
And then of
gosh.
course I was doing content, so I had my makeup done. I thought my lashes were gonna blow off
You're like
while
blowing in the
going
wind.
up there. It was
Hi.
crazy, but it calmed down a little bit, so it wasn't as crazy once we got out there.
Okay, so you're on the island. Is it like a deserted island or is
It
there
was
like
like it was a
civilization?
small no, it was like a big. It wasn't even there was nothing on. It was like a big rock almost, but it had trees and grass. Like we were able to climb up it and yeah, some birds and stuff. But yeah, there wasn't any like actual houses or businesses on it.
Okay. That's so cool.
It was
That's so
so
cool.
much fun.
So in Hawaii, what is you reached out to people there. What was your favorite dish or place that you marketed for?
Dish. Oh, let me see. I did this one restaurant. It was the Asian food one, and it was so many. They gave us so much food. I didn't even know what to do with it. But I got to try like almost everything from their dessert menu. Made a bunch of different drinks, and it was so much fun. And then like they had music, like a live band playing, and when I came in, they like played a song for me and everything. It was so fun. Yeah.
That's amazing. Did
Yeah.
you expect it, or you
No,
were
I
just
didn't
like,
expect it all. Then they were like, they had it planned, and they were like, "Nurse Meggy D's here," and then they played this little song, and yeah, it was fun.
so
It
you're
caught me off
like,
guard.
you're on the road to becoming like a superstar. My heart is like so full for you. I think that's
I'm
amazing.
excited. Yeah, we'll just kind of go wherever it leads.
Yeah. Okay, so you're walking, they play the music, you sit down,
Mhm.
and what kind of food did they serve? Like, was it like much different than say Bahamas or like Florida kind of?
It was like you would see at some like Asian restaurants down here in Florida as well. I had this really good noodle dish. They made us some of their desserts they had, and it was all excellent. I can't remember all the names of all the dishes, but yeah, everything was excellent.
Okay, that's amazing. So back to your products.
Mhm.
The shield box. Now
Yes.
that is that part of the police?
Yeah, so it's for military and law enforcement. It's a box that they send each month, and it has a bunch of tactical gear in it, from like flashlights. I sometimes able to send like handcuffs, like zip cuffs, stuff to clean like their vest, everything that you could want. It's kind of like I done work with a makeup bag company before Ipsy. It sends you like different products each month. It's kind of like that, but for police, law enforcement, military,
That's
and
amazing.
it's cool.
So now is it directed towards like men and women? Is that
Yeah, definitely women that are, officers or, are into anyone. I mean, you don't have to be an officer to get a box if you're into tactical gear and, you love collecting stuff, you love shooting. It'd be the perfect thing.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like directed to women because it looked like
Yeah.
kind of cute and fun, but maybe you were making it cute and
I tried to, it was
fun.
kind of like the promotion was for like the a good gift for your man for Christmas. So that's why,
Okay.
yeah. So, I know a lot of ladies sometimes it's hard to think, well, what does he want this year?
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it
So,
really is. It's like, okay, I don't know what to get him.
right.
And I also saw that Marriott.
Yes, yes, Marriott Orlando. That was one of the recent ones I had worked with as well, and they had like a little promo code to get. I think it was 10% off your stay, and it was on their website. And I did a little brand deal with them, and that was so much fun. So I got to go around the resort and get some content, and they made me like this beautiful cheese board when I got there with wine and everything. And it was really fun.
That's fantastic. Did you get like a suite like with
Yes, I
your oh
did.
my of course you
It
did.
was fun. It was
Of
a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's
So.
amazing. So did you contact them like, "Hey, I'm going to be in
I had
town."
chatted with them. Yeah, it was actually like months before I was even in Florida. I had talked to them and we wanted to do something, but I was just so busy doing everything else and out of state. And then I was finally down here, and then they circled back, and I was like, hey, yeah, I would love to. So I made the
Oh,
drive up and explored Orlando.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was so busy, I didn't have time to talk to Marriott. I
I was
love that.
busy. Uh,
Okay, so tell me about your typical day. You're like busy, busy
So a
eating.
typical day, yeah. So it's tricky. I work nights, so
Oh,
on my
okay.
days off, it's a little tricky because I try to get up earlier so it isn't dark by the time I wake up. But yeah, I usually get ready for the day. I'll cook breakfast. I like to work out as well, so I usually try to get a morning workout in. I'll visit the beach. I'll capture some content if I have some stuff I have to get photos of and make posts for brands. I'll get the content created and edited, and then if I do like food gigs, I usually do them in the evening, 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night. So I'll go out and do those, pick up my friend or whoever's coming with me, and we'll go out and do that.
And you do that every day?
Yeah, every day, especially on my off days and when I'm not working. But yeah, work's been really busy, so that keeps me. I'm always doing something.
I love it.
Yeah,
So work's been really busy, and do you find it more busy in Florida, or
for sure,
why is it?
especially in coming in the winter months, because a lot of people from up north trying to escape the cold, they come down here, so it's been very busy. Yeah. And I had even met a patient that had seen one of my ads the other day. That was kind of cool. They were like, "I saw you on the internet," and I'm like, "Oh." And they were like, "Yeah, it was something that was like a Facebook ad that I had been on," and that was kind of funny. I was like, "Wow, what a small world."
That's so
Yeah.
cool. So you're in the hospital. So what is your primary role,
Yeah,
I
I do
guess?
med surge telemetry. Med surge telemetry nurse. So anything medical surgical. So surgeries. Sometimes if someone comes in if they have an infection. And then telemetry is like the heart, any heart issues, and I've also I get to float around too a lot. So as a travel nurse, they use you in a lot of different areas as well. You fill in wherever needed. So I've been able to do a little bit of ortho and yeah, a little bit of emergency department hold, and so that's been fun. Get more experience.
You're fun and you're intelligent. So where did you go to school?
So I went to school, Kent State University, a university in Ohio, Kent, Ohio. they're known a lot for like their football team and everything. Some people know I'm down here, some don't, because I always ask that. I'm like from Kent.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So you went into school deciding, okay, I want to be a travel nurse. I want to be an influencer.
Yeah, the influencing thing, like I said, just kind of came to me while in school. The opportunity came, and then like it just spiraled from there. And I was like, hey, this is cool. So I was able to study and focus on school, and then that was kind of like my income throughout school was creating content for brands and yeah, capturing photos and stuff for them.
Did everyone recognize you on campus?
Sometimes, yeah.
For
I even
teachers?
did this one. It was called Picmonic, and it's this brand that it helps you study with nursing school stuff. It like creates it's like a picture thing, and then you're able to. It's like a study guide for different things of the body and everything. And I did a brand thing with them, so that was kind of cool. And so a lot of my fellow classmates use the code and everything, and we're helping using it to study.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, where can people find you other than Instagram?
So Nurse Meggy D on Instagram, also Nurse Meggy D on Facebook. I have a Facebook business Facebook page. I also do the occasional YouTube video. I'm more so on Instagram though with the posts and reels. So yeah, they can find me Nurse Meggy D RN on Instagram.
Okay, great. Thank you for watching. Check us out at bryanmarketinggroup.com, and we'll see you next time.